Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Cooking with CandiWare. And today we're going to be making a cute little lime cheesecake. Hi everyone, and like I said, welcome back to my channel. I am Candace, or better known as CandiWare, and this is the place that we make adorable miniature food jewelry. If you are new and if you are coming back, thanks so much for coming back. I've got my co-host here. He's down here. He's being super adorable, super needy kitty. But like I said in the opening, as I drop it, we are going to be making adorable miniature cake today, cheesecake to be exact. And I had a lot of fun making this. This is a nice and simple little cheesecake. I wanted it to be kind of like a blueberry, lime, creamy cheesecake type thing, and this is the style that I ended up coming up with. It is so cute that I'm either thinking about making earrings or maybe a necklace or putting it on a ring, either by itself or on a plate. I would love to know what you guys think, so let me know in the description box below what kind of jewelry you would like to see this as. But yeah, like always, don't forget to click on the little bell to keep up to date with what's going on with CandiWare. And I always have a link in the description box below, which is my kit link. And it just throws you on over to a different website that shows you pictures and descriptions of all the different tools and things I use for this kit, so please, or this video, so please don't forget to check that out if you have any questions on any of the tools. But without further ado, let's get right onto the DIY. So like always, here are the tools, and find them in the description box below. So your first step is going to be to take your caramel color, and we're going to be cutting out a triangle. Now I have a template I've made, and you've seen this in many of my videos. So you just want a triangle shape, and then the very base you want it to be rounded. And you can have whatever type of thickness you want for the caramel, which is the, it would be like the graham cracker of your cheesecake. So now we're going to be taking our next color. So you can either do this with white or cream or even vanilla, but I just decided I would do white because it's the most traditional. And you're just going to mix that all up until you have the consistency you want for your clay, and then we're going to lightly flatten it down. So we want it to be about double the thickness of the graham cracker. And again, we're going to be using the same template. This is why I like using a template, because you can get the exact same size. And then from there we're just going to do the same thing, round off the bottom. And then we're going to lift it up and place it onto the bottom caramel color. And then we're just going to make sure that the two pieces are nicely secured together. And then I'm going to be using a needle tool and adding just in circular motions on the caramel. We're just going to go round and round and round to make it look like it has texture. So is anybody doing anything fun for Mother's Day this weekend? My birthday is actually on Mother's Day this year. How funny is that? So you're just going to keep doing this. So once you're done with that, we're going to be taking our little piping tool, our star tip, and we're just going to squish out some icing. And I'm taking 2 dollops. So there's one and there's the other. You can just keep going. You can add on however many you want. I like to pull out a couple because sometimes, you know, one doesn't work out as nicely as you would have hoped. So I'm also cutting out a lime piece. I cut in half. And now I'm figuring out which piece I want. And then you can just cut off the very bottom so that it'll sit flat. So now I'm going to add on some liquid FIMO. onto my tile. And this is going to be a little bit of the like jam or whatever type of topping you want on it. So I was just trying to debate on what style or how I wanted to display the items on the very top. So now I'm taking dark blue for the blueberries, and I decided I would make them relatively small. So like always, you're going to make a long snake and cut it down, and then I decided I would put them in the corner. But first I wanted to mix up the fun little syrup that I wanted to put on top, and then I'm also placing in the head pin. It's a good idea to do this before you add on any of your embellishments, because this part can get a little tricky, so it's best to put in your head pin and just cover up the bottom so that you don't see where the connection is, and I like to do that with a toothpick. And then now we're going to add on some icing, or sorry, some of the syrup. I'm adding it to the very top and then dragging it down. But first I just put it on the top. So the order that I went was blueberry, dollop of whipped cream, and then the very center I put the lime, and then the dollop, and then again with the blueberry, and then take more of the syrup and then just drag it down onto however you want it to just kind of drip down. And then after you're satisfied with how that looks, it's time to bake according to your clay's instructions. Then once your clay is easy to touch, we're going to be using 2 pliers. One you're going to use to wrap around the other, and as you can see, once you're done with that step, you pull it out and then hold the loop you created, and then you use your pliers to wrap around that. And then I like to use just some nail clippers to cut off the excess. Now we're going to add on some gloss. And I decided I would hold it with my pliers while I add on the gloss, so I'm adding it to all of the embellishments we added on. So the fruit, the dollop of whipped cream, and the syrup. And then this is what it looks like when it's all done. And I'm definitely going to scent this in blueberry. Why do I keep saying raspberry? Oh my god.
Thanks so much for crafting with me, everyone. Don't forget to stick around for next Friday's crafty video. See you then. Bye!